Hola amigos y amigas, bienvenidos nuevamente a este espacio. Estamos acompañados por una nueva luchadora que exhibe el llamado y esta vez se trata de Amale, The French Hope o La Esperanza Francesa. Welcome Amale, bienvenida aquí.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. You've been coming over to Spain more often now, which is a delight for us. And we want to do some questions to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. And I wanted to start with the beginning of your career. So, can you please tell us when and why did you decide to become a professional wrestler?
Um, so when I was younger, I used to watch WWE on TV with my father. He's a huge fan of professional wrestling, and I just remember falling in love with it, but always being like, oh, it's a dream, and always thinking about what can I do with that. I'm someone very worried about what's next, what's gonna happen in the future. So I had to get a master degree and get a job, and I was like, oh, this can happen, but this is a dream at this point. Until eventually I got signed by WWE. I was always having this as a dream, and on the back of my head, always having something to work on. But yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. That's something that happens a lot. This is the relationship with the parents. When we were kids, we start watching because they like it, and then
Exactly.
maybe we want to do more in the business, not just be a casual fan, you know. And you mentioned that yes, one of the highlights of your career so far was that you were signed by WWE. Actually, the first uh, French
Exactly.
female
That's French
wrestler.
female.
Yes, that's something really cool. And you work in NXT UK. So what can you tell us about this experience? You had over 20 matches,
Uh,
if I'm not wrong.
yes, around that. It was unbelievable experience. Uh, Getting to be in the big leagues, see how they work outside, um, being around people of that caliber, being around trainers of that caliber, being on TV. Like it was the dream. It's a goal of many wrestlers when they start their journey to be in the WWE, and it helped me a lot to grow as a wrestler, but also as a person. And yeah, it was something really really special, and I have many very good memories.
That's cool. We know that you highlighted the match with Lyra Valkyria, who is one of the big names right now in the main roster of WWE. She's the first WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Do you have any other match that gives you good memories from your time in NXT?
Yeah, I loved working with Lyra because we had that backstory in wXw. We had like an Irish girl, a French girl meeting in Germany, and then seeing each other again in London for WWE and stuff like that. So we had a very special connection. People I loved to work with were people like Nina Samuels. We had many matches together, and it's always a pleasure to work with her. She's very easy to work. She's an unbelievable talent, and she's doing so well right now. I'm very, very happy for her because she's been working really hard. Um, yeah, I have good memories with Zaya Brookside as well. We had many matches together too. I had cool matches with Blair as well, Blair Davenport. Um, yeah, Alba Fire was amazing. We had so many good talents. Dani Luna, I would love to face her again. She's doing amazing. She's an unbelievable talent. Yeah, such good people. Myla Grace as well. She's been to Japan. She just came back. I hope I'm gonna face her soon again. and we all have a different path now, and we can learn from each other, and when we face each other again, it's very different from what we had before, because we're different as a person and as a worker. We evolved, so it's really cool to see the evolutions of every woman that were there.
That's great. You mentioned many matches that will be really cool to revisit right now. You are
Yeah.
all of you are better and bigger wrestlers now
Yeah.
from you were like 5 years ago. So that will be really cool. And now I want to go to what you are more familiar with, which is the French scene and the Belgium scene. We know that you have competed a lot in there. So can you explain us and tell us a little bit about them for people that might not be so familiar with those scenes?
So I'll start with France, because that's where I started my wrestling journey. So a few years ago, it was pretty small in France. Now it's getting bigger. There's more training schools. There's better trainers. There's more opportunities. There's school everywhere. You can move around. You can do seminars. You can show your face and get noticed, and then eventually get outside of France. When I started, we didn't have that many opportunities, so it's really cool to see that now, if you want to be a wrestler, professional wrestler, if your dream is WWE, the doors are open. It's easier than it was back in the day. I feel like, because we didn't have that many trainers, that many good trainers and stuff like that. Now people go around, bring more experienced wrestler to give seminars and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see it gets more visibility for talents as well, and they can export themselves. If a promotion get more eyes on them, then the talents can go elsewhere and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see. And Belgium scene is really small as well. There's not many wrestling schools or promotions. So yeah, we're trying to do that with Mike DVQ. We have a small school, and we're trying to give a few opportunities to people. So it's growing, and it's cool to see.
That's great. Now that you mentioned the school that you have with Mike DiVecchio, who is a wrestler from Belgium, one of the big names in the European scene. He has competed in Japan with All Japan, and he's returning over there soon. You guys work in Bodysoy. So can you tell us about your work in there?
So Bodysoy is the Mike's father facility. We have a training ring, we have a gym, we have everything for a wrestler to evolve, and we're just trying to give time to new talents and opportunities, even if it's not easy all the time, because with the travels, Mike is sometimes he's in Japan, he's going to WrestleMania week and stuff like that, so he's not there all the time. But we're trying to bring also more experienced wrestlers and trainers to give a different point of view as well. For example, we brought Sweet Saraya Knight. She taught them British wrestling, because that's not our specialty. So we wanted to have someone from there. We're bringing over Joe Cabre from OTT as well in March, 29 and 3rd of March. So yeah, it's cool to see also the people that they want to learn. They come from all around France and Belgium. We had some people coming from Germany as well. They want to learn. They do the travel. They put the effort. So it's really cool to see that like wrestling in France and Belgium, it's getting cool to be a wrestling fan. Like we have this cool PLE coming over with WWE. It's giving us a big platform.
That's great. And as you mentioned before, well, specifically with NXT, but we know that it's not only with them, that you have competed in other parts of Europe. So can you tell us about your experience abroad, outside France and Belgium?
My biggest experience is in Germany, obviously. So when I was trying to make a name for myself, I tried to explore myself outside of France because we knew the eyes were there. So now there's more eyes as well in France. But back in the day, it was more like the UK. It was more Germany. So after my tryout, I went to wXw and I got the good opportunities. I faced so many cool, amazing people, talented people there, such as Killer Kelly or Meiko Stamura. It was my first match with her there. Tony Storm as well. Yeah, it was a very, very good time, and it was a very the time I had in wXw gave me the most experience, the more experience from everything else I knew at that time. It gave me also the confidence because they did put the belt on me. So at some point I had to step up. Like, they giving me challenges and I have to take my chance all the time. And it was this helped me to get signed. All the platform they gave me and the experiences, the matches helped me to get better and to get noticed as well by WWE. So yeah, it was very, very cool time. I wrestled in Germany a lot, also for Wrestling Cult. I was champion there. Yeah, that was a good time, and now I'm coming back in Germany a lot. I'm going to Finland, Spain as well, RCW. Yeah, so it's very cool time.
That's great. It's also nice to see you competing more often. We know that there was a period of time last year where many promotions, especially from France, closed the door to you, and that was unfortunate. But we got to see you a lot, especially in Spain in recent times. So I want to talk about RCW. You competed in the World Cup, which is one of the biggest women's wrestling tournaments in the world. It has already been, won by people like Io Sky from WWE,
Yeah, amazing.
Nightshade from the British scene, but also competing in Marvelous. And you were in the finals last year, sorry, against Risa Sera, one of the biggest names in the independent scene in Japan. So how has been your experience with RCW and especially, the World Cup?
Oh, my experience with RCW have been amazing so far. I'm so happy to be part of the team. I'm so happy to be there, to travel there. It's always a pleasure. Everyone is so nice. The promoter is taking such a good care of us. And yeah, in the ring, it's just unbelievable. I'm happy to be there all the time. There's always many women on the show, and that's changed everything. I feel like even like the atmosphere of the locker room and everything. So you just feel so comfortable going there. I had the honor to face people like Nina Samuels again there. Risa Serra, like you said, amazing, one of my toughest match ever. Alex Winsdor, that was like, it's always a big challenge, and it's always a pleasure to be there and to be able to like push my limits all the time. And I want to do good, I want to do better all the time, and it's good to feel valued there. I'm gonna face Madison Marley soon. I mean, it's not gonna be on the same time that you're gonna drop the interview, but yeah. So yeah, such cool names and just so cool. I would love to face Sarah Leon at some point as well, and many other people there. Nightshade as well, maybe soon. Hopefully, she just came back from Japan as well, so. And it never happened before, so that's pretty cool as well to see that you have set so many mix up that you can do, and matches that has never been done before, so that's really cool.
Yeah, the special thing about RCW is that you can see many first-time matches and some unique
Yeah.
combinations, like something that blow the minds of many people during the World Cup was when Amira Blair faced Risa Serra, which is a match that you will never expect to see
Yeah,
anywhere in the world. Yeah.
exactly.
So
Exactly. And there's such like big names as well, like Charlie Evans. That was a pleasure to see her there. Like Gemma, to work with her. They brought her all the way, and that's so cool to see that you can have anyone coming. Like Yo Sky, she was there a few years ago, so you never know.
and in that sense of you never know who will appear in RCW. Uh,
Exactly.
we now know that you will be facing one of the biggest wrestlers in the world, former TJPW Princess of Princess champion Miyu Yamashita, who also has been in RCW in the past. She's returning after almost 3 years, and you will be her opponent. So, what are your expectations regarding that match?
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just unbelievable. I think that like it's just more and more and more like, oh, it's gonna be one of my toughest match. I know. I expect it to be really tough and maybe brutal. I'm very excited and I'm very happy that they RCW put that chance on me and give me the chance to showcase myself against one of the best in our business. So yeah, I'm very honored and I really hope I will do good and give them back what they giving to me.
Great. Now, I want to go a little bit outside of wrestling. So, can you tell us about your hobbies and your daily life?
Like to be completely honest, I'm a bit boring. Wrestling is my biggest hobby, and as we're traveling a lot, it takes a lot of time, and then you have the training, and then you have the food and everything. So it takes like a large part of your life. But I love good food. I love to travel. I love to rest on the sun. Yeah, just like pretty simple things just means the world, like that's real life.
Perfect. It's okay. It's okay. We know it's hard, to balance daily life because for
Oh yeah.
many of us, especially in the dependent scene, wrestling is not our main job. So we have to do other stuff, to pay the bills, to live day by day. So yeah, I get it. It's hard, but it's good that you guys care a lot about yourself. To train, to eat well. I know it's hard. I have discussed that with Mike before. If depended on him, he will be eating pizza every day. So it's hard.
Yeah,
Uh,
he really takes care of his body, his mind, always training, the food. Then you have the massages. You need to go to the chiropractor and all that stuff. It takes time and yeah, resting is a big part of it as well. You have to rest your body, and sometimes he doesn't know how to do that, but he's learning.
yeah, it's hard. Now I want to return a little bit to wrestling. And now that we mentioned this big match that you're having with Miyu Yamashita coming soon, is there any other opponent from anywhere in the world? It doesn't matter if it's signed with a company that you will want to face. That would you say it's your dream match?
Like at the moment, I would love to face anyone. I'm really hungry for like having more matches and facing new people I have never faced before and stuff like that. But if I have to say dream match, that might maybe never happen. I would say people like Mercedes Monet, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Bailey, Rhea Ripley, yeah, people like that. Mickey James, of course, because she's one of my inspiration to be in the business. So yeah, so many amazing women, that so many possibilities. So yeah, but if I say something that could happen and has never happened yet, I will say people like oh yeah, I wanted to say Tony Storm, but it happened again. But like she has evolved a lot, and she's a different worker now, and I would love to face her and learn from her. Maria May as well. I have met her back before she was signed. We were together in Pakistan, and she was very we were in Pakistan for a tour, and she was there, and really inspiring person. She always working, she always doing like vlogs, interviews, getting her acting better, and now she's amazing on the microphone. But yeah, and people that inspired me a lot also Masha Slamovic. She is unbelievable. She looks like she's total badass. I know I will die in the ring with her, but I know it will be a really great experience. Sadie Gibbs, I think she is so athletic and so cool in the ring. So I think it could be a really cool match. Rio as well, it never happened yet, and yeah, she's one of my favorite in Europe, so I would love to face her. And Emerson Jane, she's been doing crazy stuff around, just a regular match, but I would love to face her. Please, no hardcore.
Yeah, well, you mentioned also Masha, who does hardcore or dead stuff in GCW, so you know, something to explore. Well, you survived Risa Serra. It was a regular match, but you know, she's also a death match
she
fighter.
Killed me. It was really tough match.
Okay, those are really good matches. Hopefully, some of them happen in the near future. And
I hope so.
Yeah, so that will be really cool. Finally, do you have specific goals for this year?
Not specific, but I'm really enjoying my time right now in wrestling. Every time I'm wrestling in a place, it's where I know there's good people, and I know the atmosphere is good, and it's gonna be cool. So I'm really just trying to enjoy myself at the moment, and if things are coming, I will be ready for them. And like I said before, I would love to go to Japan. I will try to make it work really soon. Maybe not this year, maybe next year or another one. We don't know what's gonna happen next, but just getting better and showing up when times say.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Amale. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Wishing you all the best for this new pro wrestling year and also in life. Please take care of yourself. We've discussed that it's hard to take care of our bodies after, doing all the wrestling thing and all the things that you have to take care of. So before closing, do you have any message for your fans?
They're just thank you so much for all the love, for all the support. It just means the world. Thank you for following me on my social media, Emma French Hope, everywhere. Just share what we do, comment, post. It's free, but it helps us a lot, and it gives us a bit of visibility and stuff like that. So thank you so much for the support, and I hope to see you soon. Come watch us.
Perfecto. Eso ha sido todo por hoy, amigos. Hasta la próxima.